Balloon Beats. Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, you guys know the deal. I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined tonight by the man, hashtag shut up Brandon Kramer. How we doing, my man?
I'm doing great. I got a good collar this time, so no one can complain. How are you doing?
Listen, I can't complain. I hope everyone's having an awesome night. The Yankees are currently in the 8th inning, losing to the Orioles 3-0. Cancel the season, I guess. That's all we could say.
Chapman's broken. Cancel the season.
Before we do talk about anything tonight, let's do attendance, roll call. You guys know the deal. Shout out to Alex, Leanna, KG Baseball, Amy, Daniel, Lori. I already said KG Baseball. Who else we got? Dirt Bike Nation, Matt, Nelson Vega. Shout out Johnny THE. Let's go. Lori got the notification on time. You love to see it. Finally. I didn't get them, but that's fine. We got Country Life, Cayman. Sorry if I missed anybody. Hope everyone is having a beautiful evening. Listen, Yankees losing 3-0 against the Orioles.
Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
For some reason, the offense died tonight. I guess that's fine. But as far as like pitching is concerned, Cole was fantastic. 5 2/3. Only give up 2 hits, no walks, 5 Ks. I think that this is probably the most important start of the spring for Cole, just because like I don't want to say that he wasn't trying Trevor Bauer style the first few starts, but in his now final start before opening day, he put it into second gear, if you want to call it that, and he gave us like a Garrett Cole type performance. And I know a lot of people were like kind of concerned about him, like, oh, he doesn't seem like Garrett Cole. Like, no, like this is Garrett Cole. This is what you're gonna get. You love to see it. Thank you.
Also, the radar guns on TV are always slow.
True.
True. He's just taking his time getting built up. It takes time. They're not trying to pull a Clark Schmidt who literally decided to be like, hey, first day of spring training, let me go all out. And he hurt himself.
I don't know who let him do that, by the way. Like,
Himself.
Who's watching him?
Oh, dude.
Okay, but you would expect, Brandon, like a minor league top prospect, there's no coaching near him, like to start spring training?
You can't kind of be like, hey, don't go 100%. He just decided to do it. You can't just like tell. Some guys, like Chad Green, for example, sometimes it doesn't even look like he's throwing.
Okay, but you're telling me that there can't be a coach there being like, look, Clark, like maybe don't give it 100% on the first day of spring.
True. Yeah, no, you got a point.
But as far as other pitching goes, Darren O'Day, 1 out of clean work, I guess. Chapman only recorded 1 out, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 walk. I guess canceled Chapman too. Just we don't need him, right? And then Nick Goody, 2 clean outs. Chad Green is now in the game. On the offensive side of things, nothing too spectacular. The Yankees have only recorded 2 hits. They do have 2 errors, though, both thanks to Tyler Wade. So shout out to Tyler Wade. But yeah, the 2 hits come from one from Judge and one from Sanchez.
Can I just state something?
Don't
get me wrong. Love DJ LeMahieu. But why is everyone getting on Gary for batting like in the low 230s, but no one's getting on DJ for batting in the low 230s in spring training?
Just how the fan base works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Garrett, we cannot lie. Gary looks a lot better.
No, he does. I still don't think we're ever going to get 2016 Gary back.
I think people figured out how to pitch to him.
Also, I think that we should kind of mention Tyler Wade's 2 errors and kind of how that correlates to Derek Dietrich originally being in the lineup today. He was a late scratch from the lineup. I think that essentially provides us with information that Dietrich is not going to be making the bench. The bench entering the season is most likely going to be Mike Talkman, Tyler Wade, Kyle Higashioka, and Brett Gardner. I think that that's what we're going to be looking at. Also, Nelson Vega says any moves or cuts today. Devi Garcia was optioned to AAA. We're not going to really touch on that too much tonight. We have a video coming out solely about that tomorrow at 12 p.m. So yeah, but I think that with Dietrich being a late scratch from the lineup tonight, I think that just shows that Tyler Wade is going to be that guy.
He's awful. I mean, I don't get the obsession with him. He can't hit. He can't field. All he can do is run, but anyone can run.
Bro, but he can't. Okay, he might be fast, but he can't run, if that makes sense.
He
doesn't have a good IQ.
Bro, Didi Gregorius and Gleyber Torres used to have the worst base running IQ I've ever seen. Tyler Wade makes them look smart.
No, I know. But whatever. It is what it is. I was kind of fully expecting this to happen just because the Yankees love Tyler Wade. Also, I mention this every time. I don't know if I've brought it up to you before. Is it just me, or do I feel like Tyler Wade speaks to the press like every single night? I feel like we get more press conferences out of Tyler Wade than Aaron Judge.
And he comes off as like an egotistical douche, honestly. Like, you see how he talks to the press? He kind of sees like, oh, that he's all this like he's like actually legit like a good player. But like, no, dude, you can't hit a baseball. Which, if you think about it, he's a bench utility infielder. So his job is to field and somehow get timely hits. So again, he's not fitting his job description. But hey, he talks well to the media.
Listen, moving on from the Tyler Wade hate. Let's see. What do we got? I saw a bunch of people talking in the chat before we went live about like the ESPN player rankings.
I never look at ESPN.
Listen, I don't look at any player rankings. It's probably the stupidest thing ever. You just have like a bunch of random people being like, "Oh, well, this guy's better than this guy." It means nothing. Like, just because they rank Judge 24, that doesn't mean that he can't go out and just be the best player of all time this season. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, Country Life said, "Yo, Brandon, what's up? I've been waiting for you." He actually said last night, "I can't wait for tomorrow night because Brandon's going to be on."
I got fans. What can I say?
There you go. Hashtag shut up, Brandon. Are you going to opening day at Yankee Stadium? I will not be. I will not be
going for the first 11 games. Because
the pod games, right?
Yeah, so the pod situation is weird, and for season ticket holders, you still get your money back. Like, if you don't choose to go on the pods, you get full credit plus 10% interest. So unless I get my normal seats, I'm going to enjoy making that 10% interest back, because then use the one that I got from last year, and I can get legend seats for half off. So
look at you, Brandon. Look at you.
Like
Wait, so when they say first 11 games, does that mean first 11 home games?
First 11 home games, and then they're going to keep doing the pod situation until they can expand more.
But then it becomes 20%. Or it's already 20%.
It's already 20%. Already 20%.
What does that mean? What do pods mean?
The pods are for each to follow like the social distance guidelines. It's like, because
are there actual pods?
No, Pat, you're not an actual pod. It's like each person's going to have like an area around where they're sitting, and then the next group of people will be in an area at least 6 feet apart. Because I think about it like this. My seats are on an aisle. You can't have someone on the opposite aisle because it's not long enough. So you have to shift everyone over.
I just want to know when I could just buy a ticket and go to a game.
Exactly.
Let me know when that's
when I'm going to start going back.
Let's see. What do we got? Do you think Chris Giddens could make the MLB?
Absolutely not.
Probably not.
Don't get me wrong. Dude's got a lot of power. He strikes out so much. He's got the power of Chris Carter.
I was gonna say Chris Carter.
Chris Carter. And
I was gonna say Chris Carter.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
Swainer says so matter. Depth finally looks great, and then we hear that Dietrich and Chassin, who are also huge depth pieces, along with Bruce, also have opt-outs.
We always knew that they had opt-outs going into the year.
I didn't. I only heard that Bruce had that.
No, they all did. If you're a non-roster invite, you have to really perform well. And honestly,
I don't think Chassin was a non-roster invite. I'm pretty sure they signed him to a minor league deal.
They signed Chassin to a minor league deal. Yeah, you're correct. So he'll be in the minors.
No, he has an opt-out.
Oh, wait. Yeah. So yeah. We will. He also didn't pitch that well.
Yeah.
And the next guy up is Devi Garcia.
F you, Pat. Athletics rule Yankees suck. I didn't know Athletics fans were on YouTube. I really didn't. Shout out to the A's though. Hey, what happened to Dietrich? Because at the beginning of the day he was in the lineup, but then by game time he wasn't playing. They scratched him probably because I don't want to say anything, but like I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but he probably informed them that he's going to be opting out. Is that like a fair statement?
I guess we'll find out.
I think that's what's going on here. Dietrich and Chacin had zero chance of making the roster, and Chacin signing a major league deal is unlikely, or minor league deal.
He wasn't really that eye-opening.
Jalen liked him. Jalen really liked him.
Yeah, well, he also pitched really well for the Brewers when they went on that
he
amazing
did.
play for him. He also had like a double.
2018.
Yeah, he also had like a double in one of those games. Dude could hit.
Yeah.
Remember when what's that dude? Woodruff took Kershaw deep.
Yes.
He didn't just he just hit a bomb.
Damian got tickets for April 13th against the Jays. Is that Friday the 13th though?
No,
it is not. It's a Tuesday. How'd you know that off the top of your head that it wasn't?
Because randomly I decided the other day to look when the next Friday the 13th was. Because I think there's a new Friday the 13th movie coming out, and it only comes out on Friday the 13th.
Only you, Brennan. Only you. Swainer says, so did Jay Bruce opt out or not? His deadline was yesterday at 12. I don't get it. Yesterday, Aaron Boone said that there was going to be like 24 to 48 hours more of the decision. So tomorrow we should know 100% because that's going to be 48 hours.
So, Pat, I got a proposal to you.
Oh, God.
If somehow Jay Bruce makes the bench,
yeah,
will you dump water on your head on Sunday?
No. Why would I do that?
Or let's think of a different. I don't know.
What? No, I don't care about it that much. I said it. Like I said it a couple days ago. Like I'll be upset either way because I think it would be upsetting to lose Talkman, but it's also upsetting to lose Bruce. Like I'm not going to be happy either way.
See, if Derek Dietrich could just play shortstop, life would be so much different.
But to be honest with you, like I think even if Dietrich did play shortstop, they probably still would have went with Wade this spring just because they looked at performance and they love Tyler Wade. The only way
performance are they looking at? He can't hit.
I know, but bro, like they're looking at stats and clearly this spring Tyler Wade was a better hitter than Derek Dietrich apparently. So, I mean, it's just tough because the Yankees really like Tyler Wade, and it would have taken Tyler Wade to bat like 150 this spring and Derek Dietrich to bat like 400 for anything to change. Like, and we knew that going into spring. So after seeing Derek Dietrich bat like 100 over the entirety of spring, we should have been expecting this, no?
I mean, yeah, but like still, it's like Tyler Wade's not even doing that. He's batting 212.
Okay, but like Dietrich is batting like 130. So
yeah, Dietrich was not.
He would have needed a very good spring.
He would, yeah, but we knew that coming in. He really needed a good spring, and he just didn't get it.
Why don't you just soak your head? You're always coming up with things for me.
Okay, then I said if Jameson Taillon finished top 5 in Cy Young, I'd do that, and I'd dump a whole like bucket, not just a bottle, a whole bucket.
If he finishes top 5 in Cy Young, you're dumping a bucket of water on your head?
Yeah, that was my bold prediction at the beginning of the season.
I don't remember you saying that, but I'll take it. I'll take it. ESPN always has terrible lists. They rank Garrett Cole at number 2 in baseball in 2020. Listen,
ESPN is just it's not. Don't follow it. The only reason I watch it sometimes is because of Jeff Passan. But besides
I don't know who ranked this, but I saw someone talking in the chat yesterday that some outlet ranked Cole over DeGrom. Now, even as Yankee fans, we can say DeGrom is much better than Cole. I'm sorry. It's just
hands
true.
down.
I'd take him any day of the week over Cole. And we love Garrett Cole, but that's just showing like how dominant Jacob DeGrom is. Let's see. I'm going to a Yankee game tomorrow.
You're probably going to
spring training.
Yeah.
No, he would have to be going to spring training.
Yeah, like we both had to think about that.
I was like, wait a minute. What type of starting pitchers do you guys like? A guy who can pitch into the 7th or 8th inning at 100+ pitches, or a guy who can go into the 5th or 6th and have the bullpen carry every game? Is this even a question?
That's not even a question.
Honestly, I'll take a guy who will give me like 1 or 2 solid innings. That's it. That's all. I just listen.
Pat loves Nestor Cortez. Pat loves Nestor Cortez.
Come out, give us like 20 pitches in the first, dip. That's all I need. Let's see. Tyler Wade got thrown out 3 to 4 times on the base path. He has speed, but he is a horrible base runner. That's true. It's very true.
That's why sometimes it's better to have this might be. Think about it. Would you rather have a guy that's really fast but like dumb on the base paths, or a guy that's average speed, but a really smart base runner.
I would say average speed, but really smart base runner.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, the fast guy will just get you into really bad situations.
Exactly.
The Yankees used to have one of those guys, like a guy who was really fast, but just couldn't do anything on the bases. And I'm drawing a blank on his name. I don't want to say Eric Young Jr.
Yes, it was Eric Young Jr.
Was it?
It was, because every time he would come in the game, he would steal and get thrown out.
Yeah. Maybe it's not him, but I'm pretty sure it is.
He was the dude that broke Tim Hudson's ankle, right?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, when he was
oh yes,
when he was on the Mets, because Tim Hudson went to cover first base, but his foot was on the entire bag, and Young went boom, and he felt awful.
I think I remember that, and that ended Tim Hudson's career. I think, right?
Pretty much.
He came back and just wasn't.
He came back. He wasn't the same.
Yeah. Matt Finch says, I assume the Yanks are shopping Talkman hard tonight/tomorrow to try to get a legit return and hold on to Bruce. But it's easier to pick up a Bruce type at the deadline or late in the season for a playoff push than it would be for a Talkman. And if they value the spring at all, Talkman makes the club because he's simply outplayed him thus far. I'd agree. Yeah. If you asked me this question a week ago, I probably would have told you that Bruce was definitely going to make the bench. But as time has kind of gone on and we saw how the spring played out, and we also, I mean, I'm also thinking long term here. Talkman is obviously the way to go. I think that there's kind of no debate here, especially, like I said, looking towards the future. I think Talkman's under team control until 2025 or something.
Long time.
You don't want to lose out on Talkman unless Jay Bruce is going to give you like superstar type production, and he didn't show you that much this spring. And like Matt said, the Yankees could easily get a Bruce type at the deadline who's already performing this season. You know what I mean? So it's like we would be entering the season with Bruce hoping that he would be able to do well. At the deadline, we could get a guy who's already doing well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Kind of like what the Yankees tried to do in 2017 with Jay Bruce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the Mets wouldn't trade him, right?
Yeah. But they ended up trading him to the Indians.
So stupid. And then he hit the home run off D-Rob in the playoffs. That gave them the lead. Or tied the game.
Do you know that call of no, it was it tied the game because then they took the lead on a double down the line by Yan Gomes to off of Dellin Betances.
That was a walk-off.
Yes. Yeah. Do you remember, honestly, I think back to that game too. I would not be able to enjoy the absolute banger of a call by Matt Vasgersian on the Lindor Grand Slam if we don't win that series. I would not be able to listen to that.
Good stuff. Let's see. There must be some dude with mystical powers saying that Tyler Wade is going to be good because there's literally no other way he should be in the lineup. How many starts do you think Tyler Wade's going to get this year? Over 50?
I mean, I don't wish for injuries at all.
Brandon, no.
If someone can stub their toe, do you remember who was it? I feel like there was like the only thing I think of is, remember when Antonio Brown had a toe injury because he got frostbite on his toe for keeping it in the cold tub too long? It's like some accident like that can happen where he's completely fine, but he has to go in the IL, and then someone comes up, plays so well that Wade has no other spot on the team, like something like that where he's completely fine, but someone like outperforms him and forces their way onto the team. That's something I would like.
True. I guess.
Bring back Terrence Gore.
I don't necessarily agree with you.
If you want a pinch runner, bring back Terrence Gore.
We walked off an MLB The Show franchise with Andrew Benintendi last night. The reaction was crazy, bro.
Are you playing on a rookie?
No, veteran. So, listen. Shut up, Brandon.
Like it's even more?
Shut up, Brandon. You
play me in MLB then.
No. Okay, see, Brandon, I'm literally going to kick you because here I am trying to hype myself up last night, being like, yo, I hit a walk-off home run in franchise. We were down to our final strike, bro. Benintendi hit a walk-off 3-run home run. Bite me, Brandon.
How many runs were we down by, though?
We were down by 1 run.
Okay, no, that's cool.
Exactly. Thank you. And then, so what happened was Gio hit a double in the gap. Okay, Eric Thames hit him over with a ground out. Benintendi walked it off, bro. Let's go. Trying to kill my vibe. I don't know who you think you are. Wade is bad at base running because Pujols, Angels.
Yeah, no.
Maybe Pujols gave him that advice.
Have you? Every time Pujols runs, I just can imagine him saying "ow, ow" because it looks like he's in pain when he's running.
I feel bad for Pujols. I think like a lot of people who like just started watching baseball within like the past 5 years, because I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there, especially like younger people, they don't realize like how dominant Albert Pujols was in his heyday.
He was the best player in baseball.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hands down.
He's easily a first ballot Hall of Famer too.
Hands down.
How many home runs is he at anyway? Like 660?
He passed Willie Mays recently.
He has a
last-
lot. He's a lot. Android man. Android man. Yeah, that's Brandon. Let's see. Don't get me wrong. I would love Tyler Wade to turn into our version of Dave.
662. Sorry.
Why do you have to interrupt me though?
I told you I was looking it up though.
Yeah, okay, but you didn't have to interrupt me. Don't get me wrong. I would love Tyler Wade to turn into our version of Dave Roberts from the Red Sox 2004 playoff run. Same way the front office got on Frazier for his missteps, do the same for Wade. No one gets on Wade for his missteps though because he's very good with the media. So it helps him out.
Wait, there's you passed over a question I would like to answer. The
What
Judge
is it?
one. The Judge one. I feel like that's a good one.
If Judge plays less than 115 games this year again, what do you do with extension, bench, Stanton, etc.?
I mean, if Judge plays less, I mean, these next 2 years are going to be big. The Yankees have stated the reason why there hasn't been an extension yet is because the dude hasn't stayed on the field since 2017. Like, we're not asking him to play 162 games. Give us 140, but like, don't get like a soft tissue injury that can be easily preventable. Like with Stanton, honestly, he'll be a great DH. He's a lot slimmer now. He's looked great this spring. I mean, even the stats may not show it, even though he's batting over 300, but he's had a lot of hard hit outs. So I think he had he had 120 mile an hour exit velo line out. Like,
he's had a really good spring.
But the Yankees are the best team in baseball when Judge and Stanton are both healthy. Makes that lineup that much better.
Yeah, I'd agree. We got Futai in the chat. Shout out to Futai, my man. How we doing?
The GOAT.
Matt. So the talk is now Talkman or Bruce, and the assumption is Gardner. If all things were equal, if you were able to take two of those three, who are your two guys? This is easy for me. I'm taking Bruce and Talkman any day of the week. Chat, I know a bunch of you guys might disagree with me, but I think the Yankees would be in a much better position right now if they did not re-sign Brett Gardner. Simple as that. What Yankee series are you not looking forward to?
I look forward to every single series.
I'm looking forward to all of them because I'm not scared of any American League team this year. And this is the first time in a while, actually. Like, I remember, like, let's say 2017, 2018, we would look at the schedule and be like, oh, so we have back-to-back series against the Red Sox, Indians, Astros. There's no sort of, like, heavy competition like that this year. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I hope Wade starts negative 50 games.
Yes.
Is that even possible?
He should start his own quadruple A level.
Sean actually commented that on one of the Yankees tweets today. He's like, can we just invent a quadruple A just for Tyler Wade? Because, bro, he's the definition of a quadruple A player.
We would have the best quadruple A team in the league.
Oh, yeah. Easy. That game was crazy. Benny Biceps. Bro, Twitch is fun. Chat, if anybody wants to hop on Twitch after this, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York, maybe I'll go live depending on if you guys want me to or not. Is it possible for Wade or Sanchez to give literally negative production?
Gary Sanchez, here's where I'm going to go into this. Everyone's expecting Gary Sanchez to hit 260, 270. You guys got to understand, if he's hitting 230, 240 with 35 home runs, his defense has gotten a lot better this spring if you haven't been able to watch. Framing's better.
Is he still doing the weird catching stance?
Yes, but he's actually doing it right now because I've seen a couple low pitches. So what his issue was is for that low pitch, you're supposed to catch it up and down. Instead of if he was normal squat, he'd have to go down then back up. With this way, he's just going down, but he always would bring it up to the middle of the strike zone. All you need to do is catch the corner. His blockings look better. And if Gary Sanchez can give you 35, 40 home runs, batting 230, 240 with an above 300 on base, who's going to complain?
True. Hot take. Monty is the 3 starter by the end of the year. That's a hot take.
I like it, though. I like it.
I would say that's a hot take. Let's see. What do we got? Pujols purposely trained Wade bad in fear of him. Could you imagine Pujols was... Because Pujols doesn't like the Yankees, right? I remember some sort of, like, beef when Pujols was a free agent, and there was, like, some sort of talk like he would never go to the Yankees. Or was that Miggy?
Miggy.
It might have been Miggy. But I don't know. I think there was something with Pujols and the Yankees. Yes. Yeah, no, I mean, that's given.
Hated the Yankees.
But that comes from, like, his childhood when his dad was on the team. And
they didn't let him play ground balls, but Greg Nettles could have his son play and take ground balls.
Let's see. I've been following baseball for the last 5 years. I'm 13, never seen elite Pujols. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's probably never seen an elite Miggy either. Because 5 years ago was 2016. Miggy stopped being good like
in
2015.
2013 and 2010s. Miggy was one of the best hitters I've ever seen. Like, do you remember the game against the Tigers? He fouls a ball off I think it was his knee, and then hobbled. He hits a bomb to dead center off of Mo. Do you remember?
Yes. Bro, I was heartbroken.
Oh, bro, I was
heartbroken.
I just like sat there with my.
You know what else was heartbreaking? The walk-off home run Mo gave up to Ichiro. I think that was like 2011, 2010 maybe. Brutal stuff. Dietrich better than Wade isn't a hot take. Dietrich is way better than Wade. It's not a hot take. I would pick Dietrich over Wade any day of the week. Yes, we put Tatis in as a pinch runner. He found his way to third, but it never showed him stealing. All we needed was a single or a wild pitch, and we got a walk-off homer. That's true. Parker remembers it better than I do. That did, in fact, happen. Futai, Pat, I hit a walk-off home run on veteran. Brandon, wow, you suck. Girls, yes, swipe left. Swiping left. Wait, swipe left is like no, like get out of here.
No.
Right? Yeah. Trade DJ, Gio, and Torres for cash and make Wade play all three of them at the same time.
Yankees will think that's a good idea.
Could you imagine that? Boone would be licking his lips.
I would just stop being a Yankee fan if they did that.
Give Gardy a job on the coaching staff. Let's get him ready for Old Timers Day.
He fits the part. Bald.
God. You said you go live tomorrow yesterday?
Didn't you go live yesterday? I got a notification that you went live yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I say we win 108 games because of how weak the AL is, as compared to my prediction for Dodgers, which is 106 because NL is way stronger.
I think that's Swainer's first good point in a couple days that at least I've seen.
Swainer has some good points.
Well, last time I saw him, he was talking about injuries, and we're like, whoa.
I thought that was Benji.
No, I think it was when I was hosting with Para.
Oh, yeah. That was like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Chat, Bruce versus Talkman, no one, double D. Yes, please go live on Twitch later. We need to sweep the White Sox. Yeah, you should go live, finish the White Sox here. All right, we'll probably go live on Twitch after tonight. Royals are winning 1-0 versus Texas. Unhinged KC update. There you go. Jared Saltalamacchia was above average at the plate for 1 year, 2013, the year that he and the Red Sox won the World Series. I can't see Wade even doing that. I think because of that, Saltalamacchia got a decent contract with the Marlins and then was just trash.
Awful.
Gary's going to have a bounce back year. Brandon, great point. Gary was being very lazy with his glove last year, but this spring you see the progress.
Here's the thing. I see people commenting, me saying Gary's going to hit 30, 35 home runs is a kind of a dream. If we go back and actually look up Gary Sanchez in 2019, yes, he got hurt midseason. In 2019, Gary hit 232 batting average, 316 on base, which is decent for him. 34 home runs. I don't know what else here's the thing. If a catcher that's 250 has 40 home runs, that's MVP type level.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about that. Especially playing that demanding position. And things that people forget is, yes, you might not see a lot of guys steal on Gary. That's because they're afraid to steal off of him. And he's all it is he's getting better with framing. He stole a couple strikes in a game when Tyone was pitching. He's gotten better, and he's looked great this spring.
Yeah, I mean, all we needed to see was progress. That's all we needed to see.
He's not getting fooled. He's taking the ball the other way.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you think the bullpen will hold up till Britton returns? They have no choice but to hold up until Britton returns. So yeah, they will.
Someone's gonna. Has Nick Nelson given up a run this spring?
I don't think so. Even if he did, his ERA is astronomically low.
I did start talking about him last year, right when he came up.
You did. I'll give you credit for that. You were always very high on Nick Nelson. Every time we mention Nick Nelson, I'm like, yo, this is Brandon's guy from day one. I'm sorry, we were told he would be the best catcher since Johnny Bench, talent-wise. If he doesn't have a 250 batting average, 28 bombs, then he would have a disappointing year.
That's the problem with.
No, the expectations were set way too high after 2016, and we all kind of knew that. And I think that's also where Judge kind of had a setback too. After 2017, the expectations were astronomically high going into every single season.
Played well.
No, obviously, but it's tough for these guys to replicate the seasons that they broke out on the scene with. And you just can't expect that out of them every single year. You just can't,
We
especially
also
a guy
have-
like Gary.
We also have to stop comparing Gary to former catchers. That the position back then was a lot different than it is now.
No, I know.
And Gary's a power hitter. I mean, but I want the same energy. If Judge is performing poorly, everyone's like, "Oh no!" It's like think of like a parent that has like 3 kids. You know, like the oldest child always gets all the hate. The middle child gets a pass. The youngest gets to do whatever they want. Judge is like the youngest. I would say Gary's the oldest child. No matter what he does wrong,
Fair.
whatever
Who's the
he
middle
does
child?
right.
Would we say like a Glaber?
I would say like a Glaber. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
Glaber. But like, give that same energy because I don't get why people root for someone to not play well. When Gary Sanchez is just right, and that's hitting 240 with an above 300 on base, and just he's a force at the plate. I mean,
No, easily. And listen, when Gary Sanchez performs well, the Yankees perform well. It's as simple as that. So I don't know why anyone
who
would
had the
be
game-winning
rooting
hit
against him.
in Game 4 of the ALCS in 2017?
Chris Carter.
Don't ever say that name again. You just literally gave me a flashback of when he dropped the ball in Anaheim, and then next pitch, CC gets hurt.
Project Nerd HQ. This is not a Yankees question. I just want to know which team do you guys think are going to be the biggest surprise team in MLB besides the obvious ones? Kansas City Royals. I mean, that's just a gimme. Bro, listen, I know it started off as a joke, but I genuinely think the Royals are going to be better than people expect them to be this year, especially if they acquire another arm. Go for it.
I think in terms of rotation, the Tigers are going to have a pretty good rotation this year. I'm really high on Casey Mize, and he made the opening day rotation.
Listen, they can't be worse than they were when in 2019 they won like 40 games.
They were
can't be worse than that.
They were really bad.
Swainer says, watch in like 10 years, Wade will be 40 staying on the Yankees bench, being horrible, but staying because of Boone, and he'll comment to the media saying that 50-year-old Brett Gardner's fixing his swing. You know, I mentioned this the other day, I think in our group chat. I was like, bro, like, I could definitely see Tyler Wade becoming the next Brett Gardner. Like, comes up, like, doesn't really perform that well. No one expects them to stay on the team for any significant amount of time, but they still somehow, as each season goes by, they still find a way to make the team. Tyler Wade might be still on the Yankees in 15 years.
Yeah, with Gardner, at least at some years, Gardner's would actually have decent production.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe one year Tyler Wade will bat like 270, and then the Yankees are never getting rid of him.
If Tyler Wade bats 270, that'll be really good for the Yankees. But I just don't see it happening. I have a better chance of learning how to throw with my left arm than Tyler Wade has at hitting above. It is.
Pat Venditti over here.
That was insane. Like that's insane at how he could do that. They had to make a rule because of him.
Yeah, but also it's kind of
disappointing. Glove with 2 thumb holes.
So how wasn't he good?
He didn't throw hard. He threw mid-80s.
I get it, but whatever. It would be interesting to see if the Yanks met the White Sox in the playoffs this year. They're one of the only 2 teams in the AL that they've never faced in postseason play. That's an interesting fact. I didn't even think of that. They've never played the White Sox in the postseason before.
Yeah, because the White Sox haven't made the postseason a lot at all. Yeah, that's actually interesting. Thank you for letting us know.
Who else have we never played? Have we played the Royals in the playoffs? Maybe like back in the day, right?
Yeah, back in the day, probably.
But definitely not since like the 70s. Yeah. We could have faced the Royals in 2015 if we would have won the wild card game. We would have matched up with Kansas City.
Colby
Rasmus. He had a nice swing.
His brother's Colby Rasmus.
No, his brother's Cody. Colby.
Yeah, Colby's the dude they throw. I said Cody is his brother.
Yeah. Cody is his brother.
Yes.
Why would they make their names so similar? Colby, Cody. Okay, whatever. I like Hank King with a hot take. Domingo Germán isn't a starting pitcher. He's a relief pitcher. I have Michael King be the 5th starting pitcher than Domingo Germán.
Okay, I'm just going to put it out like this. Mike King was throwing 98 miles an hour in 2 innings of work, and then his velocity severely went down. Domingo Germán can maintain his velocity throughout a start and continues to have great swing and miss stuff. So in what process do you think that's going to happen?
You know what that just reminded me of?
Mike King couldn't get an out the other day.
Moving on. Michael says, does anyone know the score of the Yankee game? I believe it's currently 4-0 in the bottom of the 9th. Yeah,
cancel
the Yankees
the
have
season.
1 out.
Cancel the season.
Yeah, cancel the season. O'Day went 1 out, 5 pitchers. Do you know what this is? Boone says he's okay. The next day, Tommy John.
You know,
wait,
he came in to get the final out of an inning.
No, yeah, I thought he finished the inning.
Yeah, they took out Coleman. They wanted to bring in Chapman.
Today's game isn't televised, right?
Yeah, no, he's fine.
No, yeah. I say out of our free agents after 2022, here's my predictions. Judge extension. Sanchez leaves in free agency. Green re-signed. Tyone re-signed. Chappie going in free agency. Britton re-signed. I think that's kind of the most realistic, to be honest.
Let me check Aroldis Chapman's contract. When does it end again? 2022?
Wait, didn't they extend him? I thought they extended him because
Chapman's a free agent.
knockdown.
Chapman's a free agent. Yeah, no, after 2022.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he's a free agent, but he'll be 35.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to re-sign him. The Blue Jays we've never faced. That's true. That's another one. Yeah.
Next thing you know, we go back to Toronto. They'll start throwing beer cans at our players.
Don't even say that, bro. Oh wait, they're not playing in Toronto this year.
To start.
Aren't they playing in Florida?
To start, yeah.
Why? Wait, why are they playing there instead of Buffalo?
I don't know. Because
I just don't want to go back to Buffalo
because there's minor league games there.
Oh, gotcha. And Dundon's like their spring training site, right?
Yes.
Royals are going 159-3, 3 losses when they play the Yankees. Fair enough.
Played them 6 times or 7 times.
All right, so then they'll go 152 and wait,
No,
154. Wait,
155.
I'm so bad at math.
155.
155-7.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm the bro. Both those picks are great. Kansas City and Detroit. I low-key want Detroit to have a renaissance season just so Miggy can have a bounce-back year, but Kansas City is on the rise.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Power Miggy again. I think those knee issues are starting to get to him.
Yeah, it sucks, but
that's the Dave Dombrowski effect, though. He goes to a team. Well, in this case, the Tigers didn't win. They signed these players to massive extensions. Then he leaves. And leaves them with debt.
4-1, Talkman walked. I believe that's Talkman's 3rd walk of the night, no?
Unhinged walks.
Talkman has 3 walks tonight. Yeah, bro, this dude's making the bench. 100%. If it was in anybody's doubtful mind, it's assured now that Talkman's going to make the bench. Amy says Mike King is the most underrated Yankee. I disagree. I'd probably say Clint Frazier, but Clint Frazier's been getting a lot more love lately.
Nick
Nelson's a really fair one, too. I don't know if you saw the video we put out a couple days ago, 3 Yankees poised for breakout seasons this year. I kind of picked were.
Didn't I write an article on that?
Did you?
Yeah, I think I wrote an article on that, and I think you said the exact 3 players I named.
Oh, really? I picked Clint, Nick Nelson, and Tyone. Is that who you picked?
No. I feel like I was different. I picked
Jordan Montgomery's a really good one too.
Well, yeah, no. With Montgomery, what he showed in Game 4 is what he can do. What he has the potential to do. And also, his velocity's back this year. Takes a while to get it back.
Yeah, I'd agree. Pat, do you think we should cancel the season since we've been losing a lot recently? Yeah. No, cancel it. I think that we should just embrace the same mentality that all of Major League Baseball's media had last season with the whole COVID thing. Cancel the year.
1 COVID test, done.
Bro, that was terrible. Like, I think a lot of people forget how toxic sports media was last season.
I mean, after the Cardinals issue, I could get it because that was like a 3-week thing.
But when they started summer camp and there was like 3 cases, cancel the season. Yeah. I think the reporters just didn't want to work. I think that's what was happening. But now it's like, bro, testing is beautiful. I think 0.2% tested positive. It's not even an issue this season. You love to see it. Predictions for Kluber this season? I think he's going to have a really good year. I'm expecting a really good year out of Kluber.
I agree.
Alex says, imagine how berserk New York media will go if Yankees win the World Series. I will hear it, and I live in Connecticut. Bro, can you imagine like what our live stream would be like the night the Yankees won the World Series?
That's what we're going to meditate about.
That would be an all-time classic.
That's what we're going to meditate about tonight.
Bro, it's what we meditate about every night. What do you usually meditate about?
The Yankees winning, but I'm talking about now the Yankees winning and how the live stream will be.
Gotcha. I mean, because like, think about it. Our live stream, the night the Yankees got eliminated.
That was a 2-hour live stream.
It was a 2-hour live stream.
It featured a Brandon rant.
It featured a Brandon rant. It featured Pat being depressed. I think we had like 100. We had like 200 viewers or something.
200 active viewers.
And bro, I could only imagine if they won the World Series, how much fun that would be. Just gonna say that. Ask any diehard KC fan about Chris Chambliss.
He's the guy that hit the home run for the Yankees and sent them to the World Series, I believe.
Yes. And then the fans stormed the field, right?
And he checked one about him.
Yeah.
He was rounding third, and one fan just got absolutely blown up.
Blue Jays start the season in Florida because the U.S.-Canada border is still shut. Gotcha. Hot take: Nick Nelson next Dellin Betances, but more control by 2022.
I've been saying that.
I've been saying he's the next Chad Green.
Yeah, Chad Green. He's just got good control. Three pitches.
Yeah. Yes, trade Cole for international bonus money. Fair.
No, and player to be named later. The two best things you can get in a trade.
You know what I was just thinking of? We haven't heard anything about Jason Dominguez lately.
Because they haven't even signed him to a place yet.
But for the first time in a while, like usually like at least once a week where we see him like hit the ball off a tee and the media's like, oh my God, Mike Trout. But like it's been kind of cool lately. And I think it should stay like that. Like let him stay under the radar a little while. Imagine our team without Cole right now. Now that we have him, I feel like Yankee fans underappreciate him. We've gotten so used to solidified ace now that we've forgotten how blessed we are to have one. That's
also
true.
But people are like, oh, Yankees are cheap. Think about this. We could have spent all our money on Bauer and got one player, but instead we got a bunch of players. I've always said this. Sometimes more is
Less
what's
is
the saying?
more.
Yeah. So next year it'll be different though. I do think they were staying under luxury tax to make a big move.
Yeah. Parker, this question really makes me happy. Only because I'm picturing it in my head.
There's only one way to do it: to strike out.
What does the final play look like in your mind? Mine is geocaching a pop-up. For some reason in my mind, I don't see a strikeout. I'm seeing a ground ball to shortstop, and Glaber fields it, throws to first, and Voit just like goes, bro. But I want to see Voit catch the final out though. Could you imagine the emotion that would come out of him?
I want to see Chapman stare down someone for the final out after they win the World Series.
See, that's a fair point, but also, like, do you remember when the Mets won it in 2015? I'm pretty sure, didn't Hosmer catch the final out at first?
Pat.
What?
You just said the Mets and then Eric Hosmer.
No, I said when the Royals won it in 2015.
You said when the Mets won it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Chat. I know for a fact I said when the Royals won it in 2015.
I heard Mets.
I definitely said Royals, but didn't he like do like a Superman, or was that the World Baseball Classic?
That was the World Baseball Classic.
Okay, because I think World Series was a strikeout.
It was a strikeout called strike 3 inside.
I said
corner.
when the Mets?
Yes.
What? Oh my God, bro. I need sleep. Maybe I just need some sleep.
Sleep just doesn't go together.
Yeah, me and sleep just don't correlate too well. So listen, Chad, I apologize.
Unacceptable.
I feel like people often forget how good Luis Severino is/was. Imagine if he comes back to what he was in 2017. My goodness, that would be scary.
I don't see any reason he won't, because it was clear that in 2019 he was still hurt. Tommy John, you often come back throwing even harder. If he can just have his control. I mean, I will say this. This is kind of bad to say, but I think everyone will hear where I'm coming from. Luis Severino was a guy that when you saw him throw, you were like, yeah, he's going to get Tommy John at one point. It's just the type of pitcher he was.
I never said that. Like, I never thought that.
I did, because if you just follow it, like, it's just been a recent trend this year. Flamethrowers. Like, hard starting pitcher flamethrowers. They always seem to be like they've either had Tommy John or haven't. It's more common in younger pitchers now. It's just he kind of throws his entire arm. Like, when I saw Syndergaard, I'm like, if that guy keeps throwing a 94-mile-an-hour slider, he's going to tear his UCL. And the reason why I don't think DeGrom has done it is because DeGrom's already had Tommy John.
Severino is a tank, though. I think he's going to come back and perform well.
Remember when he was hitting? He got a hit.
Yes.
He was like, when we did the finger guns.
Talkman said he can play first, as he did in college. Do you think the Yankees should try it out? Now he's just trying to get under Bruce's skin. I don't think he's trying to get under Bruce's skin. I think he's just trying to prove his versatility. I don't see him
Next
playing
thing you know,
first
Tyler
base
Wade's
at
going to
all.
say he can catch.
The Yankees officially lost tonight. So are we canceling the season for good?
Tyler Wade's fault. Send him to the moon with Luis Avalon.
Do you think the moon landing actually happened?
Up next on What If sponsored by
You like that transition? Like that transition?
Especially, I stuttered. Don't know why. Tried to speak too fast.
So what were you trying to say?
I was going to say, on the next episode of What If, sponsored by Unhinged, was the moon landing faked?
Oh, God. Android vibes. Let's see. I just watched the Chris Chambliss home run clip. Poor dude was just trying to run the bases, but the fans were just mobbing him.
One fan, I think he had a long hair, just checked him. You could see the dude got whiplash because his head went like back.
70s were quite the time. That was the 70s, right? Or 80s?
80s or 70s or 80s, yeah.
Brandon, are you related to Kramer from Seinfeld?
No.
Gotcha. 2 in a row losses. Yanks won't even be in the playoffs.
162.
I kind of already have my flight booked to Kansas City. We're fully preparing for that move. Unhinged KC coming soon because clearly the Yankees just aren't doing anything. Tyler Wade, quadruple A Hall of Famer. You love to see it. You really love to see it. Yankees shouldn't have gotten rid of Avalon.
That's a bannable comment.
I was a Luis Avalon guy though.
No, you hated him.
No, I didn't. I liked him.
Every time he came in, he was like, "Oh, Luis
Are you
Avalon."
sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
I remember me liking him.
No, you
Or is that
hated him. You hated him.
Chad, if anybody used to watch, did we even stream back then?
No, I think
Well,
we may have started, but like, just ask the Unhinged group chat.
Interesting. Because I mean, like Avalon pitched in 6 games, gave up 2 runs. Like he wasn't that bad. He had a 3.180 ERA. Yeah, he wasn't horrible. He was pretty good with the he. Oh no, those are his spring stats. Wait, let me see his regular season stats. Okay, he pitched in 10 games, gave up 4 runs, which was like a 4.32 ERA. So he wasn't horrible. There you go. Avalon is god awful understatement of the year. Right? Damn, why are we criticizing my boy? Brendan, if you think we make a big move this upcoming offseason, then who will it be?
Corey Seager.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it happening.
And then they would trade Voit.
Pat, how do you feel about Sessa? Personally, I don't think he's that good. I think Sessa's extremely underrated.
Extremely underrated.
Might be one of the most underrated guy in that bullpen, to be honest. He was really good last year, easily. And I'm expecting him to be good this year. I think he's going to play a big role in the piggybacking of Kluber and Tyone to start the season. I think he's going to play a big role there. If you guys could pick one of these two to play for the Yankees right now, who are you picking? Barry Bonds before steroids or Ken Griffey Jr. before going to Cincinnati?
Barry Bonds before steroids. I'm sorry. Dude was a 40-40 player.
I would have to compare the stats. I don't think I've ever looked into Barry Bonds' stats pre-steroid.
He was amazing. Just look at his Pittsburgh stats.
His steroid stats are ridiculous.
Yeah, but look at his Pittsburgh stats.
Bro, my man had a 609 on-base percentage in 2004.
Look at his Pittsburgh stats, though.
All right, let's see. So in his time with Pittsburgh, if you want to average everything together, he had 275, 380, 503 with 176 home runs and 556 RBIs.
He was a 40-40 player before the steroids. I love Griffey, though. I mean, if we're talking about the corner outfields, yeah, I would not if you're getting pre-Cincinnati Griffey, you're not putting him in the corners. You're literally putting him in center field.
Pre-steroid Bonds was a 30-30 kind of. I wouldn't say 40-40.
Wasn't he a 40-40?
He didn't hit 40 with Pittsburgh. His max with Pittsburgh was 34.
Oh, I must have been thinking early
San Fran.
Yeah, early San Fran.
San Fran, he was a 40-40 guy. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, because his first 40-40 was 1996.
Let's see. Tanaka's having calf issues.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Sorry, Pat. Just say that Britton is the most reliable reliever, and we will all agree with you. I would agree. Zach Britton's probably the Yankees' most reliable reliever.
He's a sinker baller.
I love Zach Britton. He's also I probably trust Zach Britton the most in that bullpen. If we're talking a tight situation, give me Zach Britton any day of the week. When did it become illegal for fans to storm the field? It just seems weird to me to watch old highlights where fans are on the field. I don't think it was ever allowed, but I don't think they ever had an intense number of security to stop it. Yeah. Now they do. So, you know what I mean? I don't think it was ever yeah, guys, come on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's just storm the field.
Okay. Wade better than Bonds? Ban me now. Wade better than Baez. Wade better than Trout. I don't see any falsehoods here.
Yankees should trade for Fishman.
Who's that?
Mike Trout? Fishman?
Oh. I thought you meant the guy's last name was Fishman. Dietrich better than Ruth. Best hot take of the year right there. Well, I mean, so if he's better than Ruth, that means Adam Ottavino could strike him out.
That means Adam Ottavino could strike out Derek.
I had to delete Swaner's message right there. That's just sinful. Johnny for Mod of the Year. Favorite postseason moment from 2017 to
Gary's
2020. I would say Didi's home run against the Twins.
I was at that game. We
So was
were
I.
at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I know. Bro, you would put Gary's double over the Didi home run?
No, the Didi home run was great, but I love that Gary home run because we came back or the Gary double.
Out of all the Unhinged team, who's the best baseball player? Brandon's going to say himself, but I would probably go Jalen.
Yeah, no, I would say Jalen. I would say Jalen.
Jalen played in college.
Yeah, Jalen played in college.
Yeah. Griffey all day. Griffey hitting in Yankee Stadium. He would have came close to
I just don't put
easily.
Griffey. I don't put Griffey in the corner. I put him in center.
I probably would too. Way better than Ruth. Way better than Nicky Lopez.
Shots fired.
Hoo-hoo, damn. That's a hot take. Actual hot take. Javier Baez is only a borderline top 10 shortstop.
One of the most overrated players in baseball.
I would probably agree. I think he gets way too much love.
Yeah.
Peter is the best hockey player out of all you guys. That is true. Shout out to my boy Peter. He's an awesome hockey player. No, he sucks. But bro, I should get into hockey. I tried getting into hockey. I went to an Islanders game like a couple of years ago against the Bruins, and I think it was like a special like St. Patrick's Day game, like before like they had like green jerseys or whatever. But there was a fight. I was excited. Then it got kind of boring. Just how hockey goes, I guess. I don't know. And also, it's cold.
Oh, we actually have a tweet about Derek Dietrich. Aaron Boone said that Derek Dietrich worked out early and decided not to play tonight. He's in a 48-hour window similar to Jay Bruce.
Okay, so that means that he informed the team that he's leaving.
Guess we'll find out.
Pat, is Dietrich staying with the Yankees? No. I'm going on the record right now. Derek Dietrich informed the Yankees he is opting out. I'm sorry.
Source.
Bro, because let's be honest. If he A, didn't make a decision yet, or B, planned on staying, he wouldn't have not played tonight. Because clearly it was Dietrich's decision not to play tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which leads me to believe leaning towards opting out.
He doesn't want to get hurt.
Sorry. Can we do an Unhinged Fantasy Baseball League?
Y'all gave up.
I'm going to say no, because we tried this last year and everyone stopped after like a week. Didn't we? Oh, Sean won.
Sean won, but he didn't even set his lineup.
Yeah. You know, fun fact, I think that was our first live stream ever. The fantasy draft?
We had done stuff before.
Oh, did we?
That was the first with like everyone.
Sorry, I have the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Why do you have the most random merch? Like, why do you have actually you have an Unhinged shirt, and then there's a 1980s car or a Ford F-150 on the bottom of your shirt. Okay.
Creativity.
First of all, Matt. Okay, first of all, Unhinged clothing has nothing to do with the Yankees. This is a streetwear brand. Okay. Unhinged brand on Instagram. Go follow it. It has nothing to do with the Yankees. It's called streetwear, graphic tees. You love to see it. That's all I can tell you. We are going to be coming out with like Yankee themed merchandise like sometime this week. Also,
hashtag Shut Up Brandon.
Yeah, hashtag Shut Up Brandon shirts will be available. Honestly, I know we were like thinking about pricing and everything. I kind of just want to make it like as affordable for people as possible. We might do it like between $10 and $15. Because I know like a lot of like merch places, they're selling like $25 for a t-shirt and then like shipping too. Expect our shirts between like $10 and $15. Judge Homer in the wild card game against the A's gives me goosebumps. Stadium seemed electric, more electric than Didi's wild card. Homer.
I was at both games, and I think you were too. I've never felt that the new Yankee Stadium shake than when Didi hit that home run.
Same, but the Judge home run was crazy.
Yeah, the Judge home run was crazy, but there's just a difference between going up 2-0 versus tying a game at 3.
Who's better defensively, Ozzie Smith or Simmons?
Ozzie Smith, hands down.
I would have to agree. Pablo Sanchez is the greatest of all time.
Nothing wrong with that statement. Goat. The literal GOAT.
Yeah. Can we have everyone on the stream at different times on opening day? Well, actually, chat, Wednesday night, 9 p.m., I'm letting you all know now, the whole team will be on for a 2020-2021 season preview. It's going to be me, Brandon, Sean, Brian, Para, and probably Jalen. Jalen is the only question mark right now. But besides that, we're all going to be on live on Wednesday night.
And everyone, hopefully Brian isn't watching. Just come up with trivia questions, and for a 5-minute segment, we're just gonna all just think of trivia questions. We're gonna quiz Brian.
Yeah. You need to add Can't Complain merch too. Oh, 100%. Bro,
Can't
if we don't
complain
add a
about
Can't
that.
Complain
Can't
shirt,
complain
like,
about them good affordable prices.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Opening day score prediction. Yankees
12-0.
win. I don't think they're gonna win by that much.
4-0.
I think it's gonna be 5-1. I'm gonna say 5-1. Does anyone watch Yankees hype videos because those give me chills? They're so awesome. I used to when I was like 16, 17. I used to make them. I did. That's how, bro. I think I told you this. Like, this is how I used to have a Twitter account at True Hennessy, same as my Instagram.
Got banned.
Bro, I had like 5,000 followers. And like that's back when like Yankees Twitter like wasn't really like popping. So I was like one of like the few with a lot of like followers on there. And I would post like Yankees like highlight videos and like hype videos, whatever. And I used to use like copyright and music because like back then, like who really cared about that? I got my account banned because I had so many tweets with like full length copyright songs, and Twitter permanently suspended my account. Annoying. Whatever. That's why Twitter sucks, bro. Hate it. Help me. It's Swainer. Unmute me. I think one of your moderators did. I don't know who muted you, Swainer. There's nothing I could do. I think you just gotta wait it out. Probably like a 5-minute timeout or something. I don't know what you said, but if the Unhinged team were to play baseball, who's batting where in the lineup?
I'm on the mound.
Okay. I would say Brandon could pitch. Lead off. Maybe would we say Brian lead off?
You.
Me? I could be lead off. All right, I'm fast. Let's go.
Brian.
Jalen's 2.
Jalen's 2. Brian's 3. Paris 4.
Okay, that's fair.
Sean's 5.
I think I'd put Sean 3.
Sean 3. Brian
5.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta put Brian as far away as possible.
Paris our cleanup hitter.
Yeah. Bro, that'd actually be fun. Hold up. Our team versus John Boy Media. We'd win. Oh, but then, bro, we'd go up against Dan. You know he'd get heated. Dan would get into it. Remember him on trivia?
I thought until he buckle his knees with the curveball, and he's like, "That's not allowed. It's not allowed."
Shout out to Dan, by the way. Garrett Cole will give the Yankees 8 strong innings. I think Green will close out the 9th, being that Chapman and Britton won't be available. Wow. I don't know if the Yankees will let Cole go 8.
If he's pitch count efficient, he will.
Who you're adding in case you're missing a player? Probably bring on like Anthony.
Yeah.
We'll have Anthony pinch it.
Yeah.
Or like Derek.
Derek,
yeah.
And
Derek
wait,
could be a good catcher.
Wait, we're forgetting. Just think of the people we've had on Unhinged. Trey Ambergy.
Oh, bro. If
Josh
we had
Stowers,
Trey Ambergy,
Max Burt.
Oh, bro. If we're talking about the minor leaguers we brought on the show. Okay. Bro, Trey Ambergy, probably our 2-hitter.
Sean Semple.
Probably your 2-hitter.
Sean Semple would start. I would.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
Have you seen Semple's curveball?
It's disgusting.
Bro, it's ridiculous. Listen, chat. I think we need to get Semple on here because it's been a while since he's been on. But Sean Semple, I believe he's in Double-A. The dude has a nasty, nasty curveball. He might actually find his way in the major leagues sometime within the next couple of years just because it's that dirty. Yeah, that's true. We would have to face Trevor Plouffe. That would be rough.
We have Sean Semple.
We would have. I think Sean Semple could get out Plouffe. Just saying. Never got the noti found on recommended. That sucks. Seems like some people get the noties, some don't. Pat versus John Boy boxing match. Make it happen. That would be a good one. I think we're just about like same height, not same weight.
You would fucking destroy him. Excuse my language, but you would. That's the only way to say it. I
think I definitely got the speed. I got the youth. I got the agility. Pow, pow, pow. John Boy, I'm sorry. Love you, but I think I might win. Let's see. You think the Yankees win the series 2 out of 3, or will it be a sweep? I'm calling sweep. I think the Blue Jays are banged up.
Yeah.
I think they'll sweep.
I think they'll sweep.
The optimism in me is saying sweep. But the pessimist in me is saying 2 out of 3. Yeah. I think worst case scenario, 2 out of 3. Right?
Yeah.
Has there been a Yankees player that you guys actually met who was an a-hole? People might not like this answer, but Reggie Jackson. I had a really bad childhood experience with Reggie Jackson.
It's probably because you were a kid. You were annoying.
I was waiting in line, and he dips from the autograph signing. Dips with like 20 people still in line. Little 7-year-old Patrick scarred for life. I'll never forgive Reggie Jackson for that. Never. Do you have any bad experiences?
I'm trying to think, and I've met a lot of players. Really, I haven't had a bad one. Met Chad Green on the train.
Yeah, we've heard that story plenty of times, Brendan.
It's a good story.
You guys should try to figure out a baseball game between Unhinged and John Boy Media. That would be fun. That would be a good time. Garrett Cole, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 13 Ks. Then O'Day, 2 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. That would be ideal. But also O'Day's not going to be going 2 innings. I think we could agree on that.
Yeah, no.
Stan will hit a bomb on opening day.
It's a good take.
There you
lefty
go.
Against a lefty.
By the way, Rays lost to Garrison and White Sox lost to Jimenez. Yankees should run away with this division. The Yankees should run away with the American League.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we're being honest, there's no one that can give us any sort of threat. I'm sorry. Like, the White Sox are the biggest threat, and they don't pose that big of a threat. True story. All right, cool. That is going to wrap things up for us tonight. Chat, I am going to be going live on Twitch. We're going to finish up that White Sox series on the Royals franchise. Hope everyone has an awesome night. But before chat starts spamming it, I did not forget we are going to be meditating for the last 5 seconds of the stream. We're going to be imagining not only the Yankees winning the World Series this year, but we're going to be imagining our stream afterwards. Ready? Go. That was good. I imagined it. I didn't imagine what I was wearing, but I was picturing myself in the same outfit. I might listen, chat. If we remember this when the Yankees win the World Series, someone has to remind me to wear this same outfit.
I'll wear my Hakuna Matata t-shirt. I almost fell out of my chair.
That would have been content. But yeah, chat. I will see you guys on Twitch in about 5 minutes. Twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. We're gonna be playing some MLB The Show. Hope everyone has an awesome night. If I don't see you on Twitch, we will be here same time tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Daily upload on the channel coming out tomorrow about Debbie Garcia at 12 p.m. Hope everyone has an awesome night. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.